Hey guys, what's going on? Caden here. The journey is almost over. Pokemon Sun and Moon are coming out in less than 3 weeks. Like, that is crazy to me. With it becoming so soon, and I'm seeing people start to do this now, and I did this a few weeks ago, but I've had some time to think about this. I want to talk about my Sun and Moon team, who I'm actually going to be using as my 6th Pokemon when I play through the Alola region. Now when I did this a few weeks ago, I was still a little unsure just because we hadn't seen some evolutions yet and whatnot. Now that we've seen the whole Pokedex leak, and I won't put any leaked Pokemon in this video, but I might reference them, I think I've decided on a team for Pokemon Sun and Moon. Now, this ultimately will depend on a Pokemon's stats. Like, if a Pokemon has really shit stats, then I likely won't use it. But we'll find that out closer to the game's release. Usually Cerebi.net has that stuff up beforehand. But anyway, the first Pokemon, and I'll be putting the Pokemon on screen somewhere around here. The first Pokemon I'm going to be using is obviously my starter, Decidueye. Rowlet, I have been Team Rowlet since day one, and we got the final starter evolutions actually leaked like a bunch of months ago. But we finally got them confirmed for us a couple days ago, actually, in a trailer. Decidueye is the final evolution of Rowlet. He's a grass and ghost, which is like, oh, that is so cool. Like, that is so amazing to me. I never saw that coming. And it's just got me really excited for him. It's opened up so many more ideas for him. So much more. Oh, I'm going to burp. Oh, never mind. I'm not cutting this. We're doing it in one go. What did I eat? Anyway, yeah, Grass and Ghost. It's really cool. I think he's like only the 3rd Pokemon to have that. Like, Gourgeist had it, and I think Trevenant had it. But yeah, besides them, he's the first Grass and Ghost type. Honestly, obviously the first Grass and Ghost starter, which is really cool. And his Spirit Shackle move is really awesome. It's like a mean look that does damage. Like, I don't know, that is really cool. So Decidueye is definitely going to be the grass type on my team. I usually try to have a grass, fire, water core. Definitely going to be the grass type on my team. Now I usually try to also have a flying type, like not just a Pokemon that can use fly, but a flying type. But because there's like fly, because there's like the Pokemon services with fly and whatnot, I'm kind of putting it as less of a priority type. And because he's a bird anyway, I'm sure he can use plenty of flying type moves. He just won't get that stab bonus. But anyway, Decidueye, definitely my first Pokemon on my team. Who am I going to talk about next? Vikavolt. Let's talk about Vikavolt next. Now this is the one Pokemon that I'm still waiting to see on. Because I love the design, and I love the bug electric typing, and I think it even has Levitate. I could be wrong on that. I haven't checked, but I think he has Levitate. Oh my god, like, he's so cool. I really hope he's not like the Butterfree or the Beautifly of this generation. Like, I really want him to be good because he looks good. He looks freaking awesome. Like, he looks like he'd be a really fast Pokemon with some decent, like, special attack or physical attack in there as well. Which is what I'm really, really hoping for. If he is crappy, then that's really a shame because I do want to use him, and I will have to figure out a replacement for him. But Vikavolt is definitely like the coolest bug type, one of the coolest bug type Pokemon I have ever seen, and it really makes me want to use him on my team. So yeah, Decidueye and Vikavolt, those are the first two. The next one, I'm doing these in no particular order. Lycanroc, the evolved form of Rockruff. Ever since specifically the midday form. Ever since I saw Rockruff, I was like, oh god, it has to go on my team. Like, anytime it's a dog Pokemon, it's going on my team. Like, Growlithe in Gen 1. I didn't use Snubbull. I didn't really like Snubbull. But yeah, I even used, like, Mightyena in Gen 3. I loved Mightyena. Stoutland, I used Stoutland in Gen 5. Like, anytime there's a dog Pokemon, there's a good chance it's going on my team. Manectric in Gen 3. I used Manectric. Like, I love dogs. I'm a huge dog person. And Lycanroc, again, the midday form. I don't really like the midnight form, but I'm getting Pokemon Sun anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's really awesome. It's a rock type, which is super cool. I actually wasn't expecting that when we first saw it. I just pegged it as a normal type, and I was like, oh, I'll use it anyway because it's a dog. But no, it's a rock type, and I think it's got like a priority rock move or something, which is super, super awesome. I don't know, Lycanroc, definitely, I love the design, I love the, it looks like it's characteristically pretty fast, and we don't really get many fast rock types, so that's got me kind of excited. But yeah, Lycanroc is going to be the third Pokemon on my team. Next up, someone who I didn't originally have on my team, but I'm thinking I'm going to use now based on his evolution, is Salandit. I feel like it's a Pokemon that you can get somewhat early in the game. Like, that's another deciding factor too, is like, for example, I want to use like Jangmo-O, but because it's like a dragon type, I feel like, excuse me, it wouldn't be a video with me without a nice sassy burp. But anyway, Jangmo-O. I want to use him on my team, but the thing that's kind of making me not want to use him is like, you're probably not going to be able to get him until late in the game, being a dragon type. So that's kind of why I'm not using him. But yeah, Salandit. Anyway, let me get back to Salandit. He's a fire and poison type, and I know a lot of people are like, oh, he gets completely wrecked by ground. Okay, just don't send him in against ground types. Like, there you go. Or a Pokemon that could obviously be packing Earthquake. But the reason I'm really liking Salandit is, first of all, its design. It is super cool. It's like a salamander, like bandit kind of thing. And the fact that it can poison steel types, like that's such a unique ability, and that's such a helpful ability. Like, that is really cool to me. But we have seen its evolution. If you did look at the leaks, we have seen its evolution. I won't put it on screen, but its evolution is, it looks pretty cool to me. I'm really liking its design. It doesn't look too much different from Salandit, but I am just really into the design. So that's kind of why, and I do like to have a fire type on my team, so Salandit, definitely a solid choice for me for my fourth Pokemon. Next, who else do I got left? I got two more. At first, I wasn't really for the idea of using Alolan forms because they technically are old Pokemon, even though they are kind of changed up a bit. Oh, I think it's lagging a little bit. I don't know. But yeah, Alolan Ninetales. Alolan Ninetales, I really liked the design at first. I've always liked Ninetales, but the fact that it's an ice fairy and it just looks so damn beautiful with its Alola form, like it's taken me some time to come to realize that, like, okay, maybe I do like these Alola forms enough to put them on my team. I definitely got to use an Alola form on my team. It's such a big integration to Generation 7. So I was like, okay, which one am I going to use? And Alolan Ninetales is just so damn beautiful. And Ice and Fairy is actually a pretty unique typing. I don't think we've seen Ice and Fairy before, considering we only got Fairy types last generation. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think we've seen an Ice and Fairy type before. So that's really cool. No pun intended. But I don't know, I've always really liked Ice types. Ice type attacks have always been good, but Ice-type Pokemon usually aren't that great, at least in like competitive battling. But I don't know, Alolan Ninetales, like, it's just, I can't get over it. It's so pretty, and Ice and Fairy is definitely a type that I think could be a lot of fun to use. So Alolan Ninetales is going to take up the 5th spot on my team, just based on its like amazing design and the fact that it's a freaking like Ice type and it's a Fairy type, and I don't know, it's just really cool. Finally, my last Pokemon. This is actually kind of one I'm unsure of, but I'm pretty much going with it because I have to. And that is Wishy-Washy. So the thing that's got me concerned about Wishy-Washy is it seems like it's very gimmicky, because I guess once it gets to a certain level, it doesn't evolve, but it's able to change forms into its school form, which looks mega super powerful. It's like 26 feet big or something like that. But like it looks super menacing, but I guess when it gets to a low enough amount of health, it switches back to regular Wishy-Washy, which I guess is weak as shit, apparently. I could be wrong on that. It might actually still be decent, but the only reason I'm kind of like on it is because like that just seems so gimmicky. Like, I don't want to have to always keep it above like half health or whatever health it is for it to be useful. It's kind of like Archon and Archeops, like the defeatist ability. I didn't end up using them because half the time they were really shitty Pokemon. Half the time they were amazing, but half the time they sucked. So, I don't know. But the problem is that I'm kind of eating my words right now, because at first I hated Popplio. I hated Popplio so much. But its whole evolutionary line has actually really grown on me. It's still my least favorite of the 3 Alola starters, between Rowlet, Litten, and Popplio, but I am really starting to like Popplio's evolution line, to the point where, I hate this. I'm forgetting the final evolution's name. Marinoma? That's definitely not it. But Poplio's final evolution is definitely my favorite water type in Alola. The problem is, though, I can't get that because I'm using Rowlet, and I could obviously trade with like Wonder Trade if that's a thing in this game, but I don't want to use 2 starters on my playthrough. That's just kind of overpowered. But yeah, so I am going to go with Wishy-Washy. It definitely does seem like it's school form. If that was an evolution, like, oh, in a heartbeat, like I would definitely, no questions asked, I would use Wishy-Washy. But because it's like a form change, like, I don't know, that's like maybe my least favorite member of my Alola team. I don't really want to use Wimpod, and yes, I have seen its evolution, but I also don't really want to have 2 bug types on my team. I want to try to like diversify how much types I have on my team as much as I can. And of course, he's a bug and water type. And Pyukumuku, I don't like it. I don't really want to use that on my team. And there's also Bruxish. There's Bruxish as well, but like, oh god. Ugh. We all know why I don't want to use that. Its design is just ugly. But yeah, that's I just kind of wanted to do this, kind of a boring Sunday here, so I thought I'd talk about Pokemon Sun and Moon, because I am so hyped for it. It's super close. Oh my god, I can't believe this is actually happening. The journey's almost over, guys. Let me know in the comments who you guys are using. I'm really curious to see who you guys are using. I'm sure everyone's going to have different teams than me. Make sure you leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit that subscribe button down below if you enjoyed any of this. And make sure you follow me on Twitter. There's a link for that in the description below. There's also a link in the description where you can subscribe to my channel for more Pokemon Sun and Moon stuff, hopefully very, very soon. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And other Nintendo goodness. Alright, peace out, guys. Bye.